careful, don't nick your frame or any wires. That'd be bad, okay? Hey guys, it's Alan, the Fireman 1028, and today we are installing a FuelX Lite on our 2022 KTM 390 Adventure. Now, again, if you see anything that you like, hit the like button, comment, and subscribe. That really helps out the channel. So let's get started with the installation. Now let's open up the box here and see what FuelX gives us with our controller. Really nice packaging. A quick start guide. The controller itself. Now I've opened the box up already. I've been really impressed with the quality of this. I mean, it's a really nice, very sturdy feeling controller with really nice kind of braided covering on the end of the wires, nice connectors, everything else. The pigtail, which is the kind of connects everything together. They're really nice connectors, nice color coded. Again, it's got that same braiding all over the wires. So it looks really good. You know, I had some Power Commander back years ago, and it was, you know, some of the wires were real chintzy with it. And again, when you're piggybacking onto your ECU, you want something that's going to be, you know, very durable and reliable. And you get some a key. Actually, you get a keychain, some stickers, and some zip ties, and a little QR code. But you want something, you know, that's going to be durable, because, like I said, you're piggybacking in, and if that thing fails, then everything else fails. So let's get it installed on the bike. All right, guys, so the first step in our installation is we need to remove our seat. Thank you, KTM, for making an easy seat to remove. Thank you. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to remove these side panels here. Got a 4mm screw up here, and you got another one, I don't know, somewhere else over here. We've got a 10mm screw right here that we're going to take off. At that point, we should be able to pop the side cover off. Be very gentle with it. You don't want to pull too hard. You got some tabs underneath there. And that whole piece comes right off. So let's remove this little side cover right here. All right. Now, this exposes your ignition coil. Now, if you'll notice, this wire right here was actually run through this screw and held in place right here. Now, what you want to make sure is when you go put it back on, you've got a ground wire that's going to attach here. We're going to attach that ground wire to this same location right here. But you got to make sure that this screw goes inside this wire right here, or you got a big paperweight, not a motorcycle. Now, there's a, let's come in tight right here. Let's show you what I'm talking about. All right, here's what we're talking about. So we pulled this cover off right there. Now again, that screw on the right side held this ground wire in place on your ignition coil. Again, if you do not get this back on, you do not have a motorcycle, you've got a giant paperweight. We also have a ground wire for the FuelX controller. So you can run that ground wire and attach it to the same side, or you can attach it to the left side right there. So that is extremely important. Once you get that done, you can disconnect your ignition coil right here. All right, get your ignition coil pulled out of the way. Now, the wires that we're going for is that green connector right there. Now, she can be a bit difficult to get to, so this might take us a minute. Now, some folks have said it's easier to go from the other side, but we're going to try it from this side and find out with my sausage fingers. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut this zip tie right here. Be careful, don't nick your frame or any wires. That'd be bad, okay? There we go. Let's get that cut right there. That kind of frees us up a little bit. There's our ignition coil wire. Let's see if we can get that wire exposed. There we go. Make some room. Now that connector, if you can see that, that connector right there, it's got that red clip on the end of it. So you got to pull up on that clip to make the disconnection. Yeah. All right, so you get your fat fingers in there. You can get that little red clip to slide up, and then just kind of put your fingers in there and whoop, pull that thing out. All right, so now we got our harness, or our adapter for the FuelX controller. So what we're going to do is we're going to intercept that signal with these guys right here. Now, those are the same connectors we just took apart. And see, there's that little red clip. See how the clip pulls up like that? Yeah. So we're going to intercept that signal from the lambda sensor, aka O2 sensor. And that's what this whole system does. This is a closed loop system. You have open loop, which would be like a high RPMs, but we're more focused. I'm not looking for power, we're looking for smoothing out the throttle. So in the closed loop system, this is going to intercept that signal and kind of fool it into giving us more throttle or giving us more fuel to smooth out the throttle, because these things are incredibly lean from the factory. So we're going to intercept that signal and get everything run up. Yeah. Okay, this connector, you see it's attached. Now we got to snake in here, get back to this guy, and connect this guy in its place. Again, access is really the hardest part. Once you get your fat monster fingers in there, it's really not that bad. Aha, now got that guy connected. Now let's pull this other guy back out while we step behind the corner. Nobody sticks baby in a corner. I'm gonna stick that wire in the corner. We'll just watch that again. Just watched, side note, we just watched Dirty Dancing again, and I hadn't seen that movie in years. And honestly, now that I watch it as an adult, Johnny was wrong. Baby was wrong. The dad was right. Johnny was like 30-something-year-old dude working at a resort in upstate New York, you know, hitting on and having sex with teenagers every summer. And my I'm going to leave that part out. That's it. That was the end of the story. That's it. Nothing else to say. All right, so I got that installed. Hey, yeah. We'll tuck those guys back in. There's really nothing to zip tie it to. Dadgum, it's tight. Now, we do have to take the rest of the wires, and we got to run those up. We got to run those up through the body, because we're going to put our FuelX controller up in the battery tray up here. So we got to run these wires up through underneath the tank and get it up over there. So that actually might be the most difficult part of the process now. Yeah. All right, we got our wires end up running them underneath this panel here to bring them up. And like I said, we're gonna put our FuelX controller right here. We'll get some double-sided tape. We'll stick it on right there. That's a good spot for it. Let's go ahead and hook it up. Get the hooked up. Now we'll have some wires to manage. Now that ground wire we kept talking about, so the ground wire is still here. Now you got a lot of lead on that, so that guy's got to go back in place. Now remember so again, this ground wire has to attach, and again, you got the ground wire for the ignition coil. So why not just put those back and you put those together, as long as that works. Something like that. Or put it on this side with the ground wire for the ignition coil on the right side. We still have some, you know, zip tying and whatnot to do, but at this point, let's go ahead and turn on the ignition and let's see what we got. I don't know if we're supposed to get some lights or something. Oh, we have some lights. A couple blinking lights, blinking beakers. It's a blinking beaker. And we got a couple flashing red lights. Don't know what that means. We should get some green lights. All right, so we are hooked up, so I think everything's good. So let's go ahead and try to crank the bike up and let's see how it does. Clearly, we don't have something hooked up all the way. All right, guys, so we have wrapped up the installation of the FuelX Lite on our 2022 KTM 390 Adventure. Now, I will share a couple things. I've already cranked the bike up, run it, you know, no spoiler. It took about an hour, hour and a half to do some troubleshooting to figure some things out. So let me show you a couple things. Numero uno. The installations are not very clear, and then a couple other videos, they took the ground wire here and actually had attached it to the ignition coil with the ground there. That was throwing a check engine light for me. So I rerouted that back up, ran it to the negative terminal on the battery, check engine light went away. Now, I spent about a good solid hour trying to figure out why I had a no start condition. Make sure you plug your ignition coil back up. You gotta unplug it to move it out of the way. Plug the thing back up. I didn't do that, and I spent an hour checking connections, rechecking connections, doing a little bit of cussing, doing some internet searching, everything else. So make sure you plug your ignition coil back up. If you got anything out of this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Subscriptions are the ultimate compliment to me and allows us to keep doing the things that we're doing here. Thank you guys. Roll Tide, God bless, and remember, tomorrow needs you. See you out on the trails, guys.